Hello, listeners. Welcome once again to this unnamed adventure, brought to you by what are we? Office TV, I'm pretty sure.
VT.
VT.
Yeah.
I thought it was like YT or
No,
TV.
VT, like VTuber.
Yeah, we're VTubers now.
I am.
Okay,
I don't know about you.
fair enough.
I'm committing to this
Anyway,
bit.
our adventurers. Last we left our adventurers, they picked up the trail of the missing group, only to find their abandoned camp. The site offered a grim welcome, gruesome bloodstains, but unsettlingly, no bodies. The sole clue was a leather-bound journal. Its final entry revealed that the group's leader, an acolyte of Ilmater, had led the party back to the cave in the north. Now, our adventurers follow their predecessors' footsteps once more, plunging deeper into the ever-growing dark.
I believe when we left off, I think we had just kind of wrapped up our investigation of the camp.
Yeah.
Was there anything else anyone wanted to do above board that we got cut off?
To investigate your stupid polar bear thing that I never got to investigate.
Oh, sure. I'll pull out the. What you said it was a polar bear blanket. Is it like a treated hide or is it just like a polar bear hide?
Do I have to make a new investigation roll because I have no idea what?
No, you haven't. You haven't seen it before. You could just look at it. Nobody's actually like taking a look at it, besides just the external part of it.
Yeah. I mean, I rolled it. I rolled it up and it didn't attack me, so I know that it's at least not alive.
Okay, so I'm assuming that you're just gonna.
Yeah, I just whip it out. I roll it out, and I don't put it like on the ground or next to the invisible fire. I'll just kind of like hold it up like a blanket and go like, see anything that registers.
So as you unroll the blanket, you notice that one side of this 5'5" leather blanket is made from the hide of a polar bear, while the other is made from salamander skin.
Salamander skin? He says, astonishingly, in his head.
Yes, he says that. He can also say that externally, because I believe that Saltus would know what salamander skin is.
Then I say that probably louder than I should have out loud.
What is this?
Valuable is what it is, he says, with a smile hidden behind his mask. It's also exactly my size. I'm kind of into it.
Closer look. I would just like to know what it is.
Oh, yeah, I hand it to you.
I take it? Can I roll to know what this is?
Yeah, you could make an investigation check to just go through a bunch of if you roll an investigation check, I'm just gonna say you try a bunch of different stuff, kind of like what Soleus did with the belt buckle.
Okay. Well.
So with an 11, no, it's okay. So with the 11, you notice that while you were wearing the salamander, like you just feel perfectly temperate on either side that you use. One side feels a little bit warmer, one side feels a little bit colder than the other. But no matter what, you always feel like nice and cozy.
Oh, this is lovely. You should not lose this. You should hang on to this. I give it back.
No. I roll it back up and I'm looking at it and I'm like, damn. I was like, this is really smart. Why didn't I think of this? Rolls it up. Makes a mental note to sell my sleeping bag.
Like, Delilah's still like uncomfortable that is made out of what it's made of, but what have you.
I look at Delilah and go, big fan of salamanders, huh? I get it. They're cool.
Right. Definitely. Are we moving on?
I had done everything I wanted to do. I basically did all the testing on the fire, and then we deduced that those two lanterns are the only way to see in, like, the journal said it gets super, super dark, and the only way to see in the super, super dark was with the magic lanterns, and then I offered you guys the magic lanterns, so I don't know who wants to hold one. We have two black lanterns with silver filigree that are allegedly magical in a way that the journal said we could see in the dark with them.
I feel like whoever should be holding them should be whoever's in front and back of our party line.
I would agree.
I will take the back line again, as I feel I am far too tall for you to see over me if I take the front.
Fair enough. And I'm going to remove both from my inventory because I need two hands to use my longbow, so I can't hold one anyway.
I was going to say I prefer not to carry one. Because
And I only need one hand, so
So is
Yeah, I
is
will
it going to
carry
be
one.
Akuma and Delilah then?
yeah, I'll carry one.
Perfect. Please add the Blackened Lantern to each of your inventories then.
Is there a specific weight for that?
I don't. Like 2.5 pounds.
Yeah, because if it weighs the same as a regular hooded lantern, 3 pounds, I think.
Yeah.
Ultimately negligible for adventurers.
I like to note it just to be safe.
Of course.
I will hold out a tinderbox and I'll be like, need a light?
Just to
Sure.
Just what?
make certain, it is Akuma and who are holding them?
Delilah.
Delilah. Okay. Perfect. And then would you? There we go. Okay, give me a hot second. I'm setting everything up.
That's fine. And then also, do you know off the top of your head, like when we light the lanterns, do we notice them as like the light emitted from the lanterns? Does it appear more than an average lantern, or like is it the typical 15-15?
You should light the lanterns.
Oh, I just offered. I just thought that it went through.
I also agreed to have him light
Yeah.
the lantern with his
Oh, you
tinderbox.
did? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry then. Okay, yes. So let me get out the description here. Okay. So as you light the lantern, you notice that its fire burns with the color of moonlight on a field of snow, a bright white light. The lantern lights this way, but is also devoid of all warmth. The heat from your tinderbox, the heat from the match, absolves itself. So you notice that it has a 30-foot radius of bright white light.
And then is it a hard cutoff after the 30, or does it do like any
So
dim?
it's 30 feet of bright and 30 feet of dim.
Okay, so it's real bright.
Oh yeah, it is.
And then as a test, seeing as like it was described as like very moonlight-esque, now that we're like further into the dark from where we started, I pull out my moon-touched rapier again. Does it look like it has depowered like the fire did? Or is it still the same amount of like 15-foot bright, 15-foot dim of moonlight?
Right now it is still the same 15 and 15s, just like when you were fighting the Ettercap and the giant spiders.
Okay. So then I'm going to
It has not dimmed yet.
Okay. I'm going to see then that the lanterns are clearly better than my rapier and put it away. But if it looks like we start to need more light, I'll whip it back out.
Okay. And then and would you all do me a favor and please get into your marching order?
Right. I'm going third from
Since
last.
I'm carrying a lantern now, would that mean I should go first, or should I go second still?
Probably should go first. We need to see where we're going. And then Delilah should go back. That way nothing gets the drop on us.
Yeah, I can do that.
I assume we're still going north-ish, so...
Yeah, to the north. The journal said that the cave was to the north, so... I assume that north, the cardinal direction, is also north on the map. It might not be the...
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That is correct. Okay. So we are all in our marching order. Let me make sure this isn't going to screw me over. Okay,
You're
perfect.
definitely not in our marching order yet.
Delilah just needs to go behind me, and then we're good.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm like, my attention span is shit lately.
What? No.
Listen.
I'm gonna go grab my
Don't
keychain so I can do jingle jingles.
Yeah.
Thanks. Might need that, actually. All right.
And with this conversation
Yeah.
going underway, our party
Can we roll a
journeys
vibe check?
forth into the darkness. You can roll a vibe check.
Me?
Yeah, go for it. I mean, I can't.
Yikes.
Well, that's
Way to go.
Well, here we go, everybody.
Somebody else should roll a vibe.
Too late. I'm writing
Too late.
down-
Following the
Saltus writes
journal
down his
direct-
will.
Following the journal's direction, you navigate the last stretch of the dying trees. The forest floor begins to slope upward, giving way to rock and sparse layer of ancient hardened earth. You press onward, the woods becoming a skeletal monochrome long before you even reach the mouth of the cave. The already dim light is not just fading, it's being consumed. And I'm gonna move you guys now. Boop.
Whoa.
As you get within a few hundred yards of the cave, the air grows thick and cold. For those with dark vision, the world doesn't just go black. The vision itself seems to fail. It's profound, an absolute darkness that seems to absorb all light, whether mundane or magical. There's no trace of sun, no faint outline of trees. You are engulfed in total, starless void. Only by reaching out you can confirm the presence of your allies or the rough bark of the tree. You orient yourselves using the lights of the lanterns, which seem dimmer now than before. There is a palpable drop in temperature as you press onward, and the sudden, unsettling sense of a massive black maw opening before you. The darkness grows like a tear in the fabric of the world. The only lights now are the bright, snow-white beams of the party's lanterns, cutting through the gloom, but still managing to illuminate surprisingly little of the forest. The crunching of your boots on the dry leaves feels like the loudest noise in the world.
I will, seeing how like the light is progressively getting like even dimmer even with the lanterns, I am going to take the rapier out and I'm going to like loop it on my belt so that it's not covered by the sheath, so that it is still technically emitting more light in case we get to a point where we're in an even darker, just like the extra light might save us, at least if they're close enough to me. And I'm just gonna like hang it off a belt loop, that way it's not in my hands but it's still creating 15-15, just in case that ends up mattering.
If you move to the left or to the right, you just do that and see if the
See if the bubble
light
moves with me.
updates. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. Perfect. Awesome. So, even outside of these bubbles, turn into obscured areas. Just to let you know, unless there is light on something, you cannot see outside of these bubbles. These bubbles keep in track so that what Akuma sees right there, where the edge of his bubble is, that's the end of your dim light at this time.
So from my perspective, what would be like the pale white bubbles are dim light, and then the completely clear bubbles are bright light.
Yes.
Okay.
Honestly, Solis is gonna like clench her fists and like try to like keep her cool, but she's very clearly uncomfortable with the fact that she cannot see anything because or outside of like the glow, because this has never been an issue for her before.
Mm-hmm.
I like this bubble idea, by the
Yeah.
way.
Now the journal makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Why it was like
this is what
terrifying.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because even if you have dark vision, like if you're like a dragonborn and you're used to having dark vision, all of a sudden you're just blind. You're like, uh-oh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Saltus will lean in front of him, noting that like the one person who doesn't have a light source now is Slayus, and I'll be like, my rapier doesn't do much, but stick as close to me as you can, just in case. No light at all is dangerous. Something is always better than nothing.
She's gonna kind of look at him, like she's not gonna follow his instructions, but she'll give like a little, like, barely noticeable nod, like she'll follow.
Can I, like, smell or hear anything in any direction?
Yeah, do it. Make a roll for hearing, because the only thing you can really hear right now is the crunching of leaves. So go for it.
What's the hearing? What's that?
Just
Survival?
Perception.
Perception.
Oh, perception.
Awesome. So, just north of you, maybe 100 feet, you hear the harsh sound of flesh being ripped from bone in the darkness.
Delilah immediately covers her hand over her mouth, and cringes, and kind of directs the group to remain quiet and, not to alarm anyone, but and then repeats your directions.
As soon as sorry.
There is the distinct sound of flesh being ripped apart.
When you say that, you see like Saltus like squint and a visible like demeanor change, and I am immediately going to Mask of the Wild, and I'm going to, even if it's like we're out in like what appears to be some kind of path, I am going to obscure myself in the dark in the leaves.
Yeah. With the new information, can I also cast False Life upon myself and also call in my familiar?
Yes, you can.
Cool. So I will add the 7 health.
Do you want to add that in the blue bubble, just to make it easier?
Yeah.
Can I? Oh, I can't. Never mind.
7.
I'm done.
And so I don't move. I don't need to move from my spot on the map with Mask of the Wild. I'm allowed to hide in effectively plain sight so long as I'm in a forest or so long as there's a weather condition like snow or heavy rain. So I am still next to my allies giving off the light that I can with my moon lantern, but somehow through my innate stealth of forest knowledge, I seem to move with the trees and breeze, and I just become harder to see innately.
Yeah, Saltus kind of, you watch him kind of move and duck and weave in between the trees, kind of positioning himself in such a way where the lantern is shining directly, or not the lantern, his rapier is shining near the party, but also obscured from the trees so nothing can see around them.
And I?
Also, Delilah, I would like to state, and this isn't me trying to metagame, just kind of remind you, just because it was from last session, you are wearing the lantern while you're invisible.
Yeah.
It's just a floating lantern.
It's just a floating lantern.
So we know where she is at least.
Yeah. I was wondering if I could activate my Crimson Right on my weapon. But would that be would that
Would that get rid of your invisibility? I gotta go over your invisibility.
The Crimson Right, it does not constitute an attack, nor does it have her put her own save. Like, she doesn't have to save against her own right.
Okay, yeah.
So it should work.
You're good to do that. Yep, you are good to add your Crimson Right.
If I'm not mistaken, the only things that would break that ability with that class is if she uses a curse, because that constitutes a saving throw.
So then I'll do that right now. You see nothing.
Just so I know. Oh, you only have the one right now, right?
Yeah, I only have one.
You get you get your second option at 7, so I believe we're all 6.
Yeah.
So.
Perfect. Okay, yep. Everyone's on the same page. I know exactly what you're using, so we are all good. Okay, please march forward into the dark.
Do I have to do this though? I have to take when I activate it, I have to take necrotic damage.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
You roll you roll 1 Hemocraft dice, I believe, and then you take that much damage.
Where are they?
So your Hemocraft die, you're just gonna have to do straight up. I believe you have a 1d6 right
I think it's a
now?
1d6 at her level, yeah.
Yeah, 1d6. So just roll a 1d6, and you take that much damage.
And it is unreducible, by the way, for future reference. No matter what anyone does, that number cannot be shrunk.
You hear Delilah make an uncomfortable noise.
She's invisible. I don't acknowledge it.
I think Delilah might have tripped over a root in the darkness.
Unfortunate. And then I will whisper into the party are we going to try this stealthily like last time, or do we want to run in and hope we could save whoever we can? If they're getting their flesh ripped apart, it's probably past the fighting stage and onto the eating stage. I don't know how much we want to risk.
I do have a question. Can my imp hold the lamp and turn invisible and fly ahead a little bit?
So, wait, let me see. I don't see why not. Let me take a look at its thing. That sounds perfect.
Yeah, if it's the Find Familiar spell, it can do everything an Owl Familiar can, so yeah, technically.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, you could have it do that.
Cool.
Here,
So I'll have the imp cast invisibility and take the lamp and fly just enough ahead where we can see.
Yep, here we go. Let me update his token now with the lantern light. Okay, perfect. Oh wait, that one went to a different color that I didn't want. I want the bright light. Wait, why didn't it save? Crazy.
Dragon doesn't have the light anymore.
No, I think he's moving it because your lantern. You don't have the lantern in
I'm
your
just.
possession.
I know. I was just making sure that it was on the imp by moving it, so he knew.
And then once I see him hand the lamp off, I will move up slightly. That way, Akuma's still in somewhat bright light because we only have 1 lantern now, just so that we don't get and no one is in 100% darkness.
Perfect. Okay. And I'm gonna have you move kind of like one at a time with that unfamiliar, okay? So you guys can move freely how you want. In through the dark. All you hear is the soft crunch of your own boots on the leaves, except for Saltus. He's doing his best to avoid all the broken twigs, leaves, and even the fungus, trying to keep them safe.
Should I roll stealth?
Yes, you can. Or you're invisible.
Yeah,
So you're
but
like, yeah, you can do it
Yeah,
with
I should-
advantage.
Can I roll
Probably
stealth
roll
to roll
stealth.
behind? To be quiet behind?
Yeah, everybody can roll stealth. Delilah, I'm taking that 5.
you said advantage.
Yeah, she's
Oh, yeah,
invisible.
that's right. Damn.
So-
Damn, okay.
He
You
wants
guys
us
just
to fail.
lose Soleus.
Yeah.
Soleus is invisible as Delilah. You're not quite sure where they are, but you just know that they're around.
I'm like, I just told her
Sometimes Salt
I
just
just told her
feels
to
a
stick
gentle-
next to me and she's gone. I don't know what happened.
Sometimes Saltus just feels a gentle tap. Just maybe a crunch of a leaf nearby. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you guys slow
wait a-
down.
Whoa, guys,
Wait,
whoa,
Slow down.
guys, calm
Slow
down.
down.
I
Whoa.
moved the imp
Oh, no,
ahead
no,
because
leave-
it's invisible.
Leave your imp there. But yeah, you guys can keep
Yeah, I'm
going.
gonna say Soleil, if she's really that stealthy, she's gonna like hold on to like the back of Soltis's like cloak or whatever it is he has like
Absolutely.
on the back of him, just so he feels the presence
Yeah.
of Soleil.
I'm like, good. So either there's a ghost behind me or my friend. It's 50-50. She's not making any noise.
Just trust.
Yeah.
Trust.
Trust in the darkness.
I will take one more step, and then I'm. Can I roll a perception check to see if I can denote how close the sound? Now that the sounds have been pointed out to me, if I can denote like how much further the sounds are in the dark.
Yeah, sure. Give me a second. Can you see this arrow?
Sounds familiar, right? Okay.
Arrow?
Perfect.
I don't see an arrow. Okay.
Okay. Cool. Make a perception check.
10.
You still think it's about 100 feet away. The unsettling woods are starting to get to you. You gently, carefully moving your way through the darkness. How are our party members feeling at this time?
Nervous.
Wary.
Chillin'.
Delilah is not feeling any sort of way. She's worried about her own party and the party members before them.
Soleil is confident.
Good. And stop. Please do me a favor and roll initiative.
God,
Does the imp need to because it's invisible?
Yes, the imp needs to.
do I need to also?
Huh.
Or actually, just the
they're
imp
invisible.
at this time.
Okay.
Oh, well, I rolled initiative.
I'm sorry, that's my bad. How do I get rid of everybody in the old initiative?
So there's a little trash can icon.
there it is.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, perfect.
No,
I just need the
I
imp
like my
to roll
18.
initiative.
The imp has rolled initiative as a 9, but I guess I'll have to re-roll it.
Yeah, you can re-roll it.
Even worse. Woo.
Perfect.
Cool. It's an invisible imp, so.
Okay, cool.
How funny.
Perfect. So give me one quick second. So if I were to roll an attack right now, you would get the notification, correct?
It would be in the chat, yes, unless you set the character sheet to say you put the to GM toggle on it, and then you can toggle it to GM only, and then only you would see it. You'd be rolling it to yourself.
Okay. Let me do that. Okay, there it is. Figured it out. Because I don't want to...
Yeah, because it will see the name of the creature if you roll it in the chat, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to... Okay, so that's the modifier it gets. Okay. Okay. What's the, Let me check the imp's AC real quick.
Low.
Meets it,
13.
beats it, right?
Meets it, beats it with AC,
13
yeah.
and meets it, beats it, yeah.
You all watch. None of you moving as you are all cautiously moving through the woods as stealthily as you possibly can. As what? This is on token layer. Perfect. As what appears to be a nightmarish creature burst through the foliage. It is a small, sickly, green-gray oblong orb of pulsating flesh, slick with slime. Clumps of dirt, pebbles, dry leaves, and nettles are sticking to it. You notice as it goes through the foliage that it's propelling itself forward by a bunch of pseudopods grasping the ground, roots, limbs, and trunks of the trees, and it flies directly at the imp, and it hits.
What the hell is that?
So,
Here, let me-
Saltus makes like a barely audible grunt of acknowledgement, like a uh-oh.
Solace's grip on Saltus's cloak is just gonna tighten a little bit.
Oh wait, so it hit before with a 19, but that attack I accidentally rolled wrong. I am sorry. Let me see. Where's the roll? Can you like hit? No, you can't. You just have to do it. Okay. So 2d4 plus 4 is 10. You watch as the imp is immediately taken out by this gross abstract horror as the lantern falls to the ground and the imp is gone.
Does the lantern falling, due to its magical nature, does it extinguish it, or is it still lit on the ground?
It is still lit on the ground.
So we never lose sight on the creature as the imp dies.
Correct. It is just there, and the creature is kind of hovering there. You notice that it's kind of pulsating at the sides. You're not quite sure what it's doing, but it's just sitting there at this time.
I will signal to...
For the sake of this, I want everybody to roll initiative at this time.
Okay.
I
Just
rolled
because of
initiative. Can I have my 18?
I'm sorry, you can have it. I'm sorry, that's my bad.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get so heated. I was just like, you were like, no. And then I was like, what?
28.
Jesus
Whoa!
Well,
I actually fight this guy last session. It's crazy. For now,
And
we're,
then,
we're
I
rolling.
just need
Yeah,
you to roll, and then I can change it, and you all now have the name.
yeah.
So that
Well, that's why. Yeah, I've been not looking, but you're good. And then just for sake of the way things happen in order, we rolled initiative, but we have not entered combat. Correct?
correct.
Okay.
I thought that the imp might have lived, and that was my fault, so I do apologize for that.
Nah,
No,
the imp
imps
had
are
only
squishy.
10 health, so...
Yeah, I didn't think that it was.
Yeah. They live based on if the invisibility makes you low below 13, basically. Like if you hit them,
Yeah.
they die.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I
Irreplaceable.
figured I would have the imp go
Yeah.
ahead of all of us.
I will, like, as we see the imp die before, like, we do anything, I will kind of, like, signal to, at the very least, Soleus, because she's right next to me, and I'll point at it, and then I will make a hand gesture that basically says, I do, like, a number.
Turns towards Saltus, almost as if it's watching him, but it does not make a move.
I will put up a number of fingers and gesture to it, and I'll put like 4 fingers up and make a thumb over throat gesture, and then like we shouldn't be this
Please
close to
roll
it.
stealth for me again,
Stealth.
or sleight of hand. I'll give you the option of either.
I will do stealth.
Okay. Perfectly good.
I'd call it average, but it's not. I rolled a 5.
That is perfect right now.
It's taking every fiber of my being not to, as a player, go, hey, does anyone have like message or something? Because that would make this so much easier. It's silent communication.
What? Who said that?
Yeah, but you never told Saltus that you knew it, so he's not going to be like, talk in my head, but because no one's done it yet.
I'm gonna ask if I could make an investigation or recall if I know anything about it.
I will take a nature or an arcana check
Okay.
from whoever wants to roll it.
I will
Oh.
roll
You can have one for each.
Then I will take nature.
I will also do nature.
One
You
of
wanna
you
go
has to
first?
do arcana.
Well, I was going to say he said one of
Okay,
each.
I'll do
so.
Arcana.
I was going to say your
Oh, I was
arcana is
gonna
better than
say,
mine, I can guarantee it.
It's okay.
My arcana is awful. Well,
Okay.
Wow.
That's impressive.
we are on the same wavelength, dude. We are like, every time.
I mean, okay, Saltus and Delilah.
Okay, so let us start with Saltus. Saltus, you notice something odd about this creature. You don't see that it has any eyes, but you notice the pulsating way that its, I don't want to say its spine, but its chitin moves. It almost looks like some form of echolocation going on. You think that maybe they sense vibrations through the air in order to locate their prey. And Delilah, you recall something about this from your travels. You remember that these are called horror flits. And what you remember from your travels is that the largest of these creatures are called breeders. Most of them can spit out swarms of their young, especially when they're in danger. This is way too small to be a breeder. You think that this is a solo horror-filled hunter. One odd thing, though, that you do recall is that they usually travel in packs, in swarms.
With a 13 on nature, would I be able to know the classification? Like, do I know if this is just like a wacky monstrosity, the world is crazy, or do I think this is like an aberration?
You know that this is classified as a small aberration.
That's what I thought. Okay. There is a look of disgust on what is visible to...
Your mic cut out.
Oh. Am I back?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. There is a visible look of disgust on Saltus's face once, like, the 2 and 2 together go in his head that it's an aberration, and he looks extremely upset and appears to be physically restraining himself from just killing it immediately.
Delilah's invisible, so Delilah can't do anything.
You notice as...
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, I was gonna use a message, but technically I have to whisper the message for it to work, so I don't think it's useful right now. Because it's gonna hear me.
Okay. So you notice,
I guess so, yeah.
as the hunter is kind of looking around, it's unable to hear any movement, the sound of blood, anything like that, and you notice how it will slink back into the shadows slowly.
Is it out of earshot?
I don't know.
I think there's only one way to find out.
I will. Oh, sorry. You go first.
I was gonna say Delilah. Where am I in relation to?
You're 2 tiles up from Soleus.
Takes a step back to be here, and tugs on, or I guess like taps each person and kind of like brings them closer to her invisible space.
As Saltus freezes up, like as he feels like a touch that wasn't there, and he looks in the direction of where it flittered off to see if it comes back.
Delilah speaks as quietly as she can. These things hunt in packs usually. So where there is one, there will be others. They like to, well, I don't know what they like to do. Do they ambush? Like, what do they do? Do I know that?
You recall that they are predators of the dark. You remember, because you remember the breeder, you know that they will hunt things, kill them, and then lay their eggs.
They use the darkness to hunt, and will kill things and lay eggs in them. So I highly suggest not being killed by one of them.
Do you know how they communicate? Is it telepathic, or do they need to make a sound?
Do I know that echolocation?
You do not with a 13.
Okay. I unfortunately do not recall how they communicate or find their prey, but observing it, it did not seem like it had eyes. So I feel as though I can infer that it is using other senses to locate its prey.
Do you want to try to bait it into a trap? I have several metal implements that if we threw them, they would clink and clatter amongst each other. They would run into the sound, not knowing the difference, and we could attack them all at once, if there is more than one.
I feel as though a trap is a very good idea, but my other issue is I do not know how many there are. Packs can vary between 2 or many.
When it showed up and we saw it like kind of like doing its weird movement, did it sound like its movement made a unique kind of noise, or was it like a silent flight comparative to the imp's sound?
So it uses, what you saw was it uses pseudopods to kind of glide through the air, but it still had to kind of hold itself up. Based on what you saw, it looks like it kind of launches itself and then hovers in one area using those appendages.
But it doesn't make like a super obvious like slurping sound. It's not like loud.
No, it is
Could I
eerily
smell
quiet.
it?
Making it a perception roll with advantage.
Okay. That is my wisdom, right? Just regular wisdom?
Because you're using your heightened senses. Perfect. So you can definitely smell exactly 90 feet ahead of you. You smell.
I'm sorry, one second. I thought you were saying
90 of them.
creatures, and I was like, okay, I'm leaving. I'm sorry. I am not equipped.
Looks at my quiver of 30 arrows.
So going about 90 feet north, you smell a varying amount of scents. You smell, I don't want to say a crackling fire, but you smell smoke like logs burning. You smell freshly spilled blood, decayed flesh, but the most overbearing scent, and I will say the scent that is closest to you, smells like human refuse in a pit.
Okay.
I can pinpoint the closest scent to us is basically human defecation. That is the best way I can describe it. And beyond that is fresh blood and a fire. I can't really tell how many there are based on that information. But it is so distinct, the first scent. It's everywhere. It's very strong. I feel as though they are very close. I don't know what to do now.
I'm still partial to the ambush idea. I think we run a very significant risk if we attempt to sneak towards any of these smells. If we see one and there's 30, we stand significantly less of a chance if we start trimming their numbers on our own terms. Even if we only take out one at a time, by themselves, they don't appear particularly threatening. It looks like they only just barely were able to kill that summon.
I do have the ability to make myself a very big distraction. It is not my first choice, given our situation, but I can draw them out, and I've seen the way that you shoot, especially the spiders. I have full confidence you would be able to get them.
As do I, but I fear I can only take out so many so fast. If we were to draw in the big one, I can't guarantee I would kill it as quickly as I would need to prevent you from harm. I think an artificial distraction might be best, constructing some sort of wind chime or some sort of rope-tied block or something that will clatter and clang around, drawing a 2 or 3 of them, maybe 5. I think we could take 5 relatively easily, but more than that, it's risky.
Delilah looks back to Akuma. Obviously, Akuma can't see that she's looking at him. I guess he taps his shoulder.
I see the light slowly drift in my direction.
You feel as though you're being watched.
Are you able to call upon one of those fae? What? It was fae, right? Or what was it? I can't remember.
Imps are devils. Imps are devils.
Yes, I knew that, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Would you be able to call upon one of those imps for our plan? Maybe we can use it to distract.
It doesn't say anything about having to short rest or anything in between it.
It does not. It is a ritual spell. I just kind of skipped over the 10 minutes, but you can use it as much as you want.
I mean, I can resummon the imp if you'd like.
Oh, we could give it one of the noise things you were describing, or maybe
We can. Yes,
a
we
lantern.
can. I'll resummon my imp then.
Soleus, do you have any thoughts on this plan?
The light of the lantern goes out because I accidentally deleted the token. But it's there, I promise.
Does it come back?
Yeah, so the light is right here, and you can... Let me freehand. Let me freehand here.
You should just be able to make a copy of the token of the other light and then drag it over.
Oh, I know what I can do. Okay, wait, give me a second. I have a perfect idea.
While he's doing that, we look at Soleus for her response.
Oh no, that's too much bright.
Oh my goodness.
Holy.
I can see.
That's more than 30.
I
That's more
can
than 30
fight.
feet.
Sorry, I'm getting so shy. I'm trying to respond, and now I can't think of a response.
I'm gonna reset the lights a little bit.
Go for
so
it.
Everything's about to get dim as the forest kind of shifts around you. There we go. The path whence you came from is now covered in darkness. You cannot see the path you walked.
Makes sense.
I think the distraction plan should work.
What?
Sorry, I just blanked on what I was gonna say. That wasn't my mic cutting out, that was me actually going silent because I didn't know what I was gonna say. They're attracted by sound, right?
That is what I believe to be true, based on observation.
Either sound or movement. Hard to tell. I'm not super familiar with them.
I mean,
Well,
it is possible.
I have the ability to make sound as well as fake movement.
Fake
I don't know
movement?
if that would work as a distraction or if it would rather lead them directly to me.
Saltus will raise an eyebrow. You're an illusionist?
Question.
Yes.
That could work.
Or get me killed immediately.
Well, we can try the imp plan. I feel like that is a safer option than putting you at harm's way.
The imp can always come back.
True.
I'd rather not be nesting grounds for those things.
No one can fault you for that.
I say we use the imp.
I will look over to Akuma.
Agreed.
The ritual to summon your imp, is it in itself particularly loud? Should we move further away?
The imp has already been summoned, and it was quiet.
Perfect.
Nobody noticed.
And that Saltus will pull his bow out, and he will already knock an arrow. That way he doesn't need to move to load it if one does show up. And he'll say, I intend to kill the first one I see, so long as there is not more than 3. Any objections?
I will need to be... No objections
None
to that.
from me.
But I will need to be up close and personal in order to do any damage.
Ideally, that won't be
Should I-
necessary, but it might.
Well, I will be ready either way.
Then I will ready an action that if the imp draws the ire of 1, 2, or 3 hunters, I will take my 2 arrow attacks. If there are more than 3, I will not fire.
So noted.
Also, for what if it matters, I'm using mundane arrows, so no fire, no magic.
Gotcha. Okay.
When you're ready, Akuma.
I'm gonna have the imp fly ahead with the distraction.
And stop there. Okay. You notice as the same process repeats itself. And now, I'm just gonna... So we'll do top of the turn order, but technically, because you are waiting for the horror flit, it will get the first attack. Burst through, once again, the woods, using its odd pseudopod appendages, and I'm going to change the music now. Probably should have done that before I started this, but hey, we're here now, huh?
That wasn't the real encounter. This is the real encounter.
It was like the intro.
Yeah, this is when we find out that it has 3,000 hit points.
Is this too loud or no?
No.
Sounds good to me.
Perfect.
That's dramatic.
Perfect. So it will now...
One of us
roll
is going
hit.
to die.
Joke's on you
13.
with the imp.
13. Meets it, beats it
13.
again.
Beats it again. Okay, so it will now roll 2. So I can just do... Let me see if I can condense it. I'm learning.
Yeah.
So it's r/r/r.
/R 2d6 plus 4. It should roll it all.
2d4 plus 4.
Oh, 2d4. I'm sorry, not 2d6.
Oh, it said unrecognized. Let me try this.
You might have to put a space between the slash and the... Or the /R space 1d or 2d, whatever. There you go.
There it is. So it will do 8 damage to the Infamiliar.
Hey, it lives.
The imp will go down to 2.
The imp will go down to 2, and you watch in gross fascination as it loops back around and goes in for a second bite. Now, Saltus, are you going to wait and watch it happen? Because now one is aggressive to the imp. Are you taking your shots, or are you waiting to see
Well,
if
I didn't know if it got its full attack cycle, so I was going to let you roll both attacks. But if I'm allowed to, I'll dump 2 arrows into it between attacks.
Exact. So the way I'm kind of picturing this in my mind is it bursts through and it goes to bite, and then after that initial bite, you have a second to make this decision before it continues its turn, because
Okay.
you readied an action. I'm giving that to you.
Then I am going to attack. The question becomes, due to it doesn't know we're here, but it also doesn't have eyes or can be surprised. So am I advantage when I hit it, or does it not recognize it since you can't hide from something that doesn't have eyes?
You have advantage at this point. The first arrow will have advantage,
Okay.
I should say.
First arrow, longbow advantage. So 23. And then
Okay.
the second one will
23.
fly. The second one will fly out immediately after at regular for 24.
Both hit.
Both mundane arrows, doing a total of
That's
24.
15
24.
and not 24. At this time, it will finish its turn with another bite at the Infamiliar. It will hit. And with 2d4 plus 4, I don't even have to
Yeah,
roll.
it
Just
mathematically
as you
can't
watch
not
as
do
the
it.
horror flit rips out the throat of the Infamiliar, and it once again disperses into the wind in a poof of fire and brimstone.
And in that case, whatever metallic stuff he was holding is gonna drop and clatter on the floor too, right?
I gave him a couple pythons to hold and like clink, so they would just kind of clink to the floor though.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect then. You watch as... Let me get back on the layer. A second one appears in the same area, right where all of the clattering happened. And it will now roll initiative. So, so now I can open up this character sheet. Will this take it? 13 is the other one? Oh, perfect. Okay, now we got both. Except for some reason that one is there. Ah, who cares? Let me switch these numbers because it looks like he rolled it. So let me do that. And then this guy will get this one. There we go. And then how do I refresh the turn order?
So if you
Or
see
well-
where it says sort, you could just click it so that it says ascending and then back to descending. And then if you want the highest number, so you just do it to descending.
Gotcha. Okay. Oop, oop. Okay, there we go. And Saltis, that was the end of your turn. All of the players are in. So
Yeah,
now it's
that was my
Delilah's
that was my
turn.
held action, so my turn ends.
What will the invisible giant do? Jingle, jingle.
I'm still here.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm hoping she
So it's my
doesn't
turn.
just blindly run in.
Um. hmm. I'm not a distance fighter. Can I use my hand crossbow?
Why, yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna shoot one of them. Wait.
Which one? One or this one doesn't have a nameplate? Two.
The one that. Wait. This one.
Sounds good. I like it.
The one. Okay. How do I do this again? I don't use weapons.
If you just click hand crossbow, it should be like a toggle, and then it should just automatically do it.
Now that I think about it, did we ever make that?
Oh yeah, unless you didn't make it, in which case it doesn't do that, and then you would probably have to just do something else that uses the
Oh no,
same
it's
modifier.
there. It's there. No, it's there.
Okay.
I see
How do
it.
I do it? How do I do it?
You're gonna click off dueling, and then you're gonna hit that little +6 button on your sheet.
Oh.
So yeah, there you go. And now hit that little +6.
Oh.
Okay.
Nice.
And
Natural
now
19.
that your 25 does hit that one. You can now
Okay.
roll your damage, which is right next to it.
Oh wait, I don't like hit it again, right?
No, if you click
No,
on
just-
hand crossbow in the chat, it'll auto roll it. There you go.
You watch as a hand crossbow bolt flies through the air as suddenly Delilah reveals themselves. The arrow flies through the air, slamming straight into the Horflit's side. It lets out a gasp of agony. It's still alive.
It's getting there. It's getting there. It's running low.
Yeah?
Can I use an extra attack? My extra attack
Yes, you can.
to shoot
However,
it again?
You have to load your bow as an action.
Oh, well. Oh,
Oh, right, because it's a crossbow, yeah.
yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Okay,
Yeah.
then I'll just do that. And then I end my turn. Oh wait, can I set a trap or is that an action?
That is an action.
Action.
Dang. Okay, I end my turn.
Okay, next up it is the second one. After hearing the arrow fly through the air, it's going to go to the last sound that it heard. So it is going to go right like this and go right in front of Delilah. And it is going to take a quick bite action against you.
He maunch.
Is there,
Does
like,
an
any
8 hit
advantage
you?
or anything? An 8?
8.
No.
Perfect. It is going to, apparently missing the air as Delilah has a quick step back, it's going to use its tentacles to kind of reorient itself and go directly again for another bite for a 22.
Are you kidding? Yes, that hits me.
Okay, so /R 2d4 plus 4. 9 damage.
Average roll.
Actually.
Yeah. Also, if it makes you easier, if that's the only attack they have, if you hit up on your arrow key in the chat, it'll auto-fill it, and you could just hit up, enter, if that's the only damage they do. So you don't
I
have to
will
type it out
not
every
give
time.
any more information.
I'm just telling you so you don't have to manually
no,
type it
no.
out every time.
And with that, it is Soleus's turn.
I'm not even kidding. This whole time I've been trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, and I genuinely don't know what's helpful at this point.
I thought you were
Inspiration.
going to say you don't know to crochet at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Crochet one of the horror
Like,
flit
I'm-
hunters.
I made you a sweater.
Please don't eat me.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to get up close and personal with it, but at this point, I don't have a choice. You know, what, I'm gonna do the defensive. Where is Quick question. If I do the defensive blade flourish on my first attack, can I still use an extra attack?
Yeah, because
Yes.
it's just yes.
Yeah, because I believe
Okay.
it says like you decide on it like on hit. It doesn't use a resource. If it does, it's maybe a bonus action, but I doubt it.
Okay, so I'm gonna use bardic. I have to use a bardic inspiration to use defensive blade flourish. As soon as I can figure out how to do that.
Okay, so yeah, so what happens is, because I'm reading your thing at this time to make sure I'm aware, is you take an attack action, and your walking speed increases by 10 until the end of the turn. And if the weapon attack you make hits a creature, then you can use one of your blade flourish options.
Okay, so let
So
me
you gotta
try
hit
to
it
hit it
first.
first. Okay.
So you got to move up next to it, then hit it, and then if you hit,
Yeah.
you can activate.
So. Here?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't want to be insulted by later. I'll go here.
Okay, so that is 10 feet. Cool.
I'm gonna hit it with a rapier.
I love it. Do it. Stab it out of the air.
Hey, that's my weapon.
That's
That
not
is
the right
weapon
thing,
proficiency.
damn it. Where is it?
It's
There
going to
it
be
is.
in the
I think
center
it's this
box.
one. It's
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
14.
So that would be a 14, right? And a 14 does not hit it. Your blade passes directly past it. You
Okay.
almost hit it. As you went to go, it seemed to sense the vibrations in the air and just barely dodge out of the way.
Okay, so I'm gonna extra attack swing at it again. With the rapier. Extra attack can be done with the same weapon, right? It doesn't have to be a
Yes,
different
yes, it
weapon?
can.
Yes, it can.
Much better.
The 27 hit!
The 27 hits. Please roll your damage.
Oh, can I use the
Yes,
thing?
you can.
The flourish?
Yes, you can. Okay.
I figure out how to roll it.
So, what is your current bardic inspiration die?
Should be a D8
It's a
at her
D8.
level. Yeah.
Yep, so just roll the D8. Ooh, nice. So you deal, because you're using defensive, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that means, so that's 15, right? So minus 15. You watch as Solius whips out her rapier, cut it. She misses the first one initially, but it seemed to be part of her plan as she quickly whipped her arm back around and slashed directly at the Horflit hunter, dealing 15 damage, injuring it greatly. And now, Solius, you also get +7 to your AC at this time until the start of your next turn.
I thought I got it at my next turn.
No. So you have it now until you take your turn again. So every attack against you until
it,
you get to
okay.
go again is harder.
So you have a 24 as an AC at this time. Or 21. Did I do that right? Did I say 21 or did I say something else?
You said 24, but I don't know what her base AC is. So
14.
You know the math, I do not.
yeah, you have a 21 AC right now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna just put in my temporary hit points 21 because I don't want to mess with my AC and
Sounds
mess up
good.
my
That's
brain.
fine. Just
but,
so long
like,
as
that's
so
what
long
I
as you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, Horf Hunter 1 spent the second part of its turn attacking that unfamiliar, so now it is Akuma's turn.
A nightmare creature beyond your comprehension is attacking your friend 2 feet from your face. I don't envy your position.
I'm going to, from here, how many do I get from this? I'm going to cast Scorching Rays at both of them.
Ooh, damn. Okay.
If I need to, I'm just gonna do this because I want to make sure it is 4 rays, correct? Since I'm upcasting 1 level.
Correct.
Yes.
So, yeah, 4.
But
So
yeah,
2.
Oh yeah, it's yeah too. But I will also say, because I'm looking at it, it's a spell attack. You would know in game that if you do a spell attack within 5 feet of an enemy, all of them would be at disadvantage. Because it's a ranged spell attack, it's not a save.
Yeah. I don't know if backing up would give me opportunity attack. There's only one way to find out.
It's reasonable to assume that it probably would, because it would detect you move, but you have to risk reward the damage versus the accuracy.
Yeah. I'm gonna back up this way 5-ish
It
feet.
takes a quick bite action of opportunity, quickly shifting its head towards a new moving target. Does a 23?
Well, a 23 definitely hits, so
That is an entire modifier. Okay. It will deal 8 damage to you as you try and move away. It quickly, one of its teeth just catches your arm.
cool. I'll take the 7 false life damage, and then do 1 to
Good call
regular
with
hit
the
points.
false life.
Yeah.
Cool. And then I will do Scorching Rays. Do I have to roll it twice?
You roll it 4 times.
One
Well, I
for
was-
try.
Oh yeah, it's 1 for each ray. Is this damage or is this?
This is to hit, and then each one has its own damage. You just got to designate the targets.
So yeah. So yeah, that's okay.
That's the 4 for
So your
all 4
first,
rays.
the first one misses.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else hits.
Cool. So I'll do 2 of the hits to the horror that's standing by our party, and then 1 to the one over by the dead imp.
Okay, sounds good.
And then it's 3 of the dice rolls.
Is that 17 to the one next to us, 8 to the one away from us?
Yes.
Yep. So now you watch as Akuma hurls 4 fireballs. One of them goes off into the woods, just barely missing the Horrorflit hunter, who is closest to his imp familiar that has passed away, hitting it directly in what you could only assume to be its face. The one closest to the party also takes 2 balls of fire directly to the face, dealing 17 damage. And it seems almost stunned at the fire damage, but it quickly shakes it off. It looks very, very worse for wear and on its last legs. Both of them do.
Does the fire damage appear to do anything different comparative to the weapon damage that me and Soleus have been doing? Does it seem to
does
hate it
not.
more or like it more?
It seems miffed by the fire damage, a little upset, but not like it's doing anything significantly more than any other attack you've done.
I see.
With that, I'll end my turn.
Delilah.
Shouldn't it be me again? Aren't I at the top of the round?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Why did it skip you? Okay, Saltus.
Okay. Saltus is very miffed at looking at an ever-increasing number of disgusting aberrations. And you see his eyes take on this, dark tint. And you hear him start to, mumble under his breath. And you could just see he's visibly getting more upset. And you watch as, the dark of the area around us seems to reach out and stick to his bow and turn it black, and he pulls an arrow back, and the arrow seems to melt into the darkness, and he just goes, "Get out of here." And my arrow will magically transform into a 30-foot long, 1-foot wide beam as my arrow turns to spectral shadow and pierces all creatures in a 30-foot line, ignoring objects. So all of them, or both of them, or any more that are invisible or past them into the darkness, need to all roll individual dexterity saves, or take the damage of my arrow attack, plus an additional d6.
I'm assuming you're doing this so you don't hit Delilah or Soleus.
It passes harmlessly through based on my choice because it's ethereal. So I can do it either way. I can make it not hit my allies and hit all enemies.
Sounds good. And what do they need to make for saving throws?
DC 15, I believe. I'm sorry. It's 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay.
A plus
So-
proficiency plus wisdom or plus intelligence.
We will go the closest horror flit and then the farther one. 7 and 7.
Okay,
So
in that case, the first one will take the one closest to me. This it's this damage, as though I shot it with a longbow. So 10 plus 1d6. So 15 to the one immediately in front of us, and then the arrow doesn't lose any speed, completely goes through its body, rips it apart, and then hits the one in the back. The one in the back will then take 13 plus another d6. Ooh, that's a link for some reason. Don't know why that's there. Four for a total of 17.
yeah, you as you say, it happens exactly that way. You all watch as this ethereal arrow completely rips through both of the horror flits like they never existed, and both of the bodies drop to the ground. The pseudopods no longer being able to support their heavy bodies as they crumple to the ground.
Fucking aberrations.
How do I remove something from the turn order? I figure we could just keep the turn order.
Yeah, if you hover over the thingies on the picture, there should be like a little picture of like a.
Oh,
there you go.
Perfect. Got it.
And then having killed the two of them, I will walk up to the first one and I will say out loud, he'll say, "I'm not familiar with this specific type of monstrosity, this extraplanar disgusting creature. I intend to take this one apart and try to learn more." And I am going to attempt to do the survival checks we did against the spiders to try to harvest, but I'm doing it if I get something awesome, but more along the lines of I want to see if there's anything notable I can deduce through harvesting of like particularly vulnerable organs, stuff I've not seen before from other aberrations, or stuff that I have seen before, since aberrations and me have a beef going.
Okay, here. I will, because you're doing it for exploratory purposes, how about this? I will give you all the options for the future when you do it. But you will not salvage anything at this time because you're just going to rip it apart. Does that sound fair?
That's fine.
It is uploaded in the Discord.
Okay.
If they make sense, it goes, from these guys, what you understand is that they appear to communicate directly through vibrations and echolocation. You hypothesize, and you're not sure how far it goes, but you imagine they are completely blind after a certain distance.
And then I will mumble out at what I discover, like, blind sense. That could be tricky since I don't know the distance. Invisibility and cloaking are basically useless. We have to very carefully track our movements and make sure we don't get too close if we ever want to avoid getting jumped.
Okay. Well, that's good information to know. Is there anything else?
I will wave Delilah over and I'll say, "I'm not so arrogant to think I'm perfect. If you want to take a look at the other one and try to learn more, you seem to know about as much as me as these creatures."
I will do that. I guess.
So are you going to do a nature or an arcana check? Are you going to go all in? Or, I don't want to say all in, but what
All
are you
in?
trying to discern? Are you trying to discern, like, any magical properties about this, or, like, more about its inherent nature?
You, Ophis, Saltus, you did what?
I basically abstained from getting any materials through a survival check, and I basically did like a field dissection to confirm our suspicions that they're blind for sure. They can see despite being blind, so it's probably echolocation and vibration, which means
Okay.
you turning invisible and the imps turning invisible are basically meaningless, so we shouldn't implement that into further strategies. And then I signaled to you, if you wanted to attempt to do like a survival check to take useful parts, we could always look at the parts and see if like, oh, they're weak to cold or something like that. like depending on how good you roll, if you wanted to try.
I feel like. Do we not want to know Arcana about it?
I am very bad at Arcana, so if you wanted to do Arcana,
I'm just a
Yeah.
+2. It really depends on like how good the roll goes. My survival is 5, so if we wanted,
I'd say you're honestly better off
Item.
maybe just harvest it and we could sell the items, and maybe we could buy information back at the
okay.
guild.
Well, that's as if my survival rolls thus far for collecting things have been terrible.
That's an natural
Okay.
20.
Whoa.
Yep. So it still counts for a 25, but I will allow you to roll a second survival check and add those numbers together. Perfect.
Just a casual 41.
Oh. I messed that up. I was supposed to have you pick your materials before you roll. Oh well, pick them again. And I'm going to make a note because I'm getting upset at myself. I keep forgetting that.
What would we like to...
So, from this, I will say for a 5, you can get vials of blood, as many as you want. For 10, you can get 1 pouch of teeth, an egg, or an egg. From 15, I would say a phial of mucus, a tentacle, or the heart. And for the 20, you could take the brain or the chitin.
I will
Here's
pipe
a
up.
chitin.
Yeah. Technically, it's chitin, but we're not.
Chitin.
Yeah.
And then I will say, like, if you're taking requests, I've always been one to typically destroy these, but things like blood and mucus are typically valuable for potions, depending on the abilities of the things that comes from. If you're offering, I wouldn't mind a vial of mucus.
I will take a vial of mucus.
Okay.
I will
You have
take...
26 left.
1 second. I will take another vial of mucus.
Okay.
And then I will do a pouch of teeth. Right? That's what you said?
Yep, so that is 40 of your 41. So yep, please add those items to your inventory, and when you give one to Saltis, just remove it.
Okay. I'll just add it to mine. We'll say that you handed it to me.
Yeah.
And I assume for this one it would be phial of mucus, parentheses, aberration instead of beast.
Yep. Picking up dice.
I spelt aberration wrong in my notes, but that's out of spite, not because I can't spell. In case you haven't figured it out, I don't like these things in character.
I don't like them either.
Then I will say, like, once the survival's done, I'll go, did anyone get hurt? Is anyone in any kind of dire need?
Tis but the scratch.
Yes, I think I will be okay for now.
Okay. We should continue to progress to where we heard the body being ripped apart. It's safe to assume that they've laid their eggs and we should burn it as soon as possible. Otherwise, we'll be up to our neck in these creatures.
Let's do that. I would like to see if we can save anyone.
Yes. Oh, I will say, to Shep, you said earlier when Delilah did her check about that they kill things and lay eggs, and then I did the I sacrificed the body to do like a dissection. Between the two of us, do we think we could hypothesize an incubation time for those eggs? Like, if we think that this creature was just killed, like, let's assume it's one of the hunting party, and let's assume it was half a day ago, do we think these eggs are already close to hatching, or do we think we have time?
You do not know.
Okay.
It's like if you come across a chicken's egg, are you gonna know how long it's gonna take to hatch?
Well, yeah, you candle
True.
it, and you could tell how many weeks. I can in real life. I just assumed everyone could do that.
Are you gonna try to candle these eggs?
If allowed. I'm just saying, like, I didn't know if because had done really good rolls, if we had, like, had a ballpark in our head of, like, oh, it's a slow incubation, it's weeks of suffering, or it's like they're like ants, where it's like, oh, these things are coming out of the walls. Like, if it was really one way or really the other.
Okay, so even because you have, let's say, oh, you didn't actually take any eggs
No,
from them, though.
No,
But
I
just
assume it was in the body.
dissecting-
Yeah.
Yeah, just dissecting it, not really.
Okay.
You really can't tell.
That's fine.
I didn't even know you could tell how long that would take. That's
Yeah,
interesting. I'll have to
if
look
you
into that
take
more.
if you take a flashlight over a fertilized chicken egg, the dark spot on the bottom, if you hold it the right orientation, is the embryo. The more dark spot there is, the more chicken there is in the egg until a certain point, in which case you know when you have about 2 weeks. And then anytime within 2 weeks, when they decide they want to get out of the egg, they get out of the egg.
In that case, the eggs appear completely empty with no sign of life.
That's even worse.
Okay.
That's bad. Says Saltus's player. Saltus doesn't know.
That's okay.
Saltus is thinking of a Ridley Scott movie all of a sudden. I'm ready to
Okay,
move forward when you guys are.
Yes, I'm ready.
Is there any actions anybody would like to take? Just giving everybody the floor before you continue into the dark.
Stealth.
We should probably pick the lantern back up, right?
Oh yeah.
You should probably pick the lantern back
One,
up.
pick the lantern back up, and do I have to re-wait for false life too, or no?
And that's a cantrip, right? It's instant.
It's cantrip, yeah.
Then no, you do not.
Yeah, because you get it through an invocation, so you could basically spam it so long as you're not, like...
In combat.
Yeah, so, yeah, in
Well,
combat
you
or
can in
unconscious.
combat. That takes a turn.
Yeah.
It's just
I get rid of my temporary hip AC, right?
Yes.
it's 1d4 plus 4, so I did that wrong last time.
So the average is 6, so it's fine.
Fine with me.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then I
I
will
have
say,
nothing.
yeah, Saltus will... I mean, the stealth we know that is kind of meaningless because they're blind and they're doing it through movement, but it makes Saltus feel better to try and stealth, so I will stealth.
Ditto.
Yeah. Oh.
It's fine. We're all doing half-hearted stealths. We're like, we know it doesn't matter, but muscle memory, right?
Solius, you watch as they are able to gently and very carefully step around all of the leaves, not making any noise.
Salt's is like, damn it, she's gone again.
Yeah. So I will whisper in the general direction that Solius was, and I'll say, do you want to attempt the other plan? Like, do you want to put an illusion like 30 feet in front of us to see if they fall for it? Because now that we know that they're moving based on what appears to be motion and sound, it might not even work because the illusions themselves don't technically have a physical form. We should deduce if that works or not before we put our faith in it.
I can definitely try. So I have 2 things I could do. I can play my instrument and create illusions from that, or I can create multiples of myself. But I'm pretty sure I move the same way I do. I don't know how mirror image works above board.
Oh, they stick right next to you.
Okay, so then
Just like in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
So,
So
Saltus will say,
I'm fine.
I'm concerned that playing your instrument would be in itself more distraction than the illusion, and putting an illusion on yourself increases the damage towards you, and I wouldn't want to put that on you. I think maybe we save it as a last resort.
Yeah,
that's the
I
only
agree
way
with that.
would work. Okay, last resort then.
Okay, I'll say, let's move out then. And then I assume we got to get back in our marching order.
Yeah.
I'll
But you guys can do that yourself. I don't have to do
Oh.
anything. It's great.
Well, perhaps if it might be best if I go first.
You want to switch with Akuma?
I don't mind taking the first hit if it comes to that.
It's
Respectable.
fine with me.
Akuma's like, go for it. You can take it all. I'm done. I got bit once and I'm set.
Akuma's like, dude, I've already lost 2 imps. Like, come on.
2 imps, 1 spell slot.
And we're marching.
So, Delilah, you have a lamp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Delilah
Where's
should have
my-
one, and Akuma should have one.
And Saltus has one hanging from his hip, his sword.
Yeah.
Am I going in the right direction? Can I still hear the noises?
You're moving towards the sound of the creature munching on flesh, the sound of the fire, and you notice you're getting very close to that refuse pit.
Delilah keeps a hand over her mouth and knows.
Saltus tightens his mask at the smell.
Oh, I'm going so fast.
As long as I'm keeping up with you, it's fine.
Meow.
Delilah, you notice with your passive perception that there is the beginnings of that refuse pit to your right. You still hear the munching of flesh more to your north, though. However, it does not seem like the munching has stopped in any way. It has not slowed. It has not responded to your movements yet, but you feel as if it is decently close to you.
Okay. Does Delilah stop the party when she hears that?
Yeah, I hold my hand out.
So
I'm
So,
invisible.
1 second. Let me see from your guys' view.
I'm invisible. I can't hold my hand out.
You are no
no,
longer
you're no longer invisible. When you made that crossbow
Oh,
attack, it
fantastic.
broke your invisibility.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Not
And then-
like
I will say, while he's doing that, Saltus will pull out like another python for like rock climbing, and he'll like gesture to winging it at like a tree to say like if you guys want to do the distraction thing again, or if you just want to keep walking forward, because we can hear something eating, so we know at least one thing is in front of us.
So, really quick, Delilah, would you mind zooming out for me? Can you see the fire that's in front of you, or no?
Yes.
And by fire, I mean to the northeast.
I can
Yeah.
see it.
So because you are at the front of this marching order right now, can see that there appears to be a horror-flit hunter deep in the cavity of what looks to be a goblin. You know that is within 60 feet of you. However, due to the nature of its eating, it does not seem to notice you at this time.
I relay that to the party.
I will look at Akuma, and then I'll look at my bow, and hold 2 and have like gestured it to my 2 arrows, and kind of like, do you think that if we dumped 3 attacks into it, we could just kill it outright based on the last 2, or do you want to try to get closer?
Hear, like, smell, like, that it is the only one out there? Like,
So that smell of the refuse pit immediately to your
it's too
right
strong.
is
Yeah.
very strong at this time.
Okay.
Because we could always try the python thing, where I could just like wing it at a rock, and if like 5 come out of the body, then we know that there's 5 there. But if just 1 comes out, we could still probably 1-tap it with coordination.
I mean, I would assume we could try to draw it with a distraction to see exactly how many are before we attempt to make an attack. That feels like the smarter route.
Is there any notable hard structure within, like, let's say 5 to 10, 50 of the body, like an obvious rock, boulder, tree, something that if I threw a metal object at it, it would like make a decent enough like tink, or just like soft grass?
So you can kind of see from the fire, because you should be able to zoom out a little bit to see the fire. You just notice the logs kind of set up, but everything in between those is pitch black darkness. It is just that little bit of light and the light that you have. Everything else around you is heavily obscured by darkness. You
Okay.
do not know what's between you and that fire.
But that fire pit is an accurate recreation, like it has rocks around it?
Correct. It is accurate recreation.
Okay. I'm extremely dexterous, so I'm gonna like whisper and be like, so long as there's nothing in the dark I can't see, I'm confident I can hit the fire and make some sort of noise. And then once it's in the light of the flames, If it's more than that, we handled those 2 pretty well. So long as it's just another 2, I think we could take them with the element of surprise.
That is banking on the fact that there is only 2.
If there are more than 2, I feel we're far enough away that so long as we don't make any extra noise, we could probably sneak away.
There's only one way to find out how many there are.
I suppose.
Okay. And in which case, I will... What was that, Solis?
Is that agreed?
Okay. Then I will pull out another wall python, and I will just, side huck it. I have a 20 deck, so I imagine I could throw in a fairly straight line and hit, the log or the rocks around the fire pit, just to try to make, a pretty sharp tink relatively close to that monster to see if it, perks it up or if any others come out of the shadows into the light of the fire.
Okay. So, because that... What is your distance from that fire?
I'll have to draw.
It is exactly 60 feet.
Yeah.
So, the range of an improvised weapon...
It's 2060, right?
2060. So, you make the throw at disadvantage to land it directly into the fire.
Okay. And then, so for me...
The AC of the fire is going to be 10 to hit it.
Okay.
Just by yucking it.
Yeah, and so
Yep.
I'm allowed to pick between dex and strength on improvise, right? So I could just use my dex.
I'm cool if you use your dex with
Okay.
it.
Yeah, because I'm not proficient. So I am just going to roll 2 dexes because I don't get my proficiency. I don't get a modifier to save. It's still the +5, so 21.
Yeah, you successfully hit the fire, and you watch as the horror-flit hunter stops eating from the corpse and kind of looks at the fire for a second, almost wonderingly. It does not make a move. It does not do anything else. It's just kind of staring there, waiting for more movement.
And we do not notice any more. I'll give it a couple seconds. Do we notice any more coming into the bubble of light that the fire is emitting?
Well, all you can see is what you see in that bubble.
Okay. In that case, I will whisper looks like just one. I think we can ambush it.
Agreed.
Okay. Then I will simultaneous with Akuma, assuming he's still in on the plan. My longbow has a range of 180, 480, so I can hit it pretty confidently. Do I get? Are we further enough away that they are unaware of our presence? That's a sneak attack.
It would be a sneak attack at this distance. Yes.
Okay. Then I am going to roll 2 arrows. The first one at advantage because it's sneak attack. And then once my damage is tallied, we can roll 2 Eldritch Blasts and hope that we kill it. So 19, switch to normal, 12, and then I believe we deduced that the 12 wouldn't hit.
Would not hit,
Yeah.
no.
So then I will roll just the longbow damage for 8. For 8 from me, and then Akuma rolls his blasts.
I do the 2 Eldritch Blasts, the rolls to hit first.
Yep. And just make sure you check your agonizing box.
I rolled that for that's the hit
For
or
hit.
damage.
That's
Yeah,
the hit. So
for
now,
hit.
now you click the name for the damage.
Hey, yeah, do you want to see if the second one hits first, just for my mathing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have agonizing blast clicked for the hit.
No, you click it. Yeah, you click it for the damage.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So that's the second one.
And that 18 will hit.
Cool. So I roll 2 sets of damage.
Yeah.
14
So
and
that's a
13.
14 and 13.
So that's 27.
27 and 8.
Yeah.
27 plus 8
35.
is 35. Okay, let me go minus 35. You watch as this horror-flit hunter, it was staring at this fire. It was about to go back to the corpse, but you watch as one of the arrows fly directly into it, followed by 2 giant blasts of lightning. It lets out an agonizing scream. This scream doesn't seem like the normal scream of agony. It appears as if it's calling for help at this point in time. I'm going to ask Saltis and Akuma to each roll a 1d4 at this time.
A 1d4.
A 1d4 for both of you. Okay.
5 total.
At-
I rolled a 2. He rolled
no,
a
no,
3.
Oh, yeah, no, 2 separate rolls at
Oh,
this
okay.
point. Okay.
32 horror flits show up.
And
Uh-oh.
that would be terrifying. That would be the worst thing ever. Anyways, we have our initiative, so I'm going to add him to the initiative. Give me a second to figure that one out. So I gotta get a different one. So I gotta double click on you, pull up your character sheet, move it over here, and then you get initiative. Okay.
I'm a big fan of that number. The bottom.
And then can I have this one also roll initiative, or how do I do this? Or do I have to go in and do it? I think I have to go in and do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
open up. It's
Question:
own
Does
sheet.
anybody see a token for the flip?
No.
No, it's like in the
Are we
dark by the
supposed to?
body.
So
We
that
just rolled good enough that we hit it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
You hear another noise off in the distance as if responding to the scream of help.
And then
From the
that
initiative.
and then that was our ambush. So, do we now start initiative? I now get my turn, or is my turn skipped?
I will accept the ambush at this time. It is now your turn
Okay.
to start.
And
And
that-
we're going to keep the initiative and log in. Everybody's cool with it? If not, we can all re-roll.
I'm cool with the 28.
I'm cool with 18.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. In that
I
case,
dislike the
yeah.
9, but whatever.
you're the closer. You're like the guy who comes in for the grand slam. You're like the fourth in the roster. You're good.
I just come and nuke everything that's
yeah,
half dead,
exactly.
and then get called a kill stealer.
Yeah, well, it happens. It happens. I am going to, after we dumped like all the thing in it, we could tell it took some pretty significant damage. I am going to fire one longbow shot and see if it kills it. 17 to hit.
Sorry.
Damn, I hit the jukebox. Guys, I killed the music.
There we go. Yeah. The 17 does in fact hit.
For 11 damage.
Yep. So you watch as it drops to the ground dead with that arrow right after it let out that agonizing scream.
Okay. And then with my second attack, I don't think I'm allowed to hold the attack. I typically need to hold the action.
Correct.
So I think my attack fizzles then because I killed it too quick. So what I will do, and then as my bonus action, I will second attack, take the arrow out of my hand, put it back in my quiver. Bonus action, pull out and light an oil-soaked arrow, knock it, and then in my turn.
Sounds good. Can you guys see that X over it?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
you have a knocked fire arrow ready to go.
Yeah.
Not ready to fire, just
There's an extra
you have
something.
it on your turn.
Yeah, the next shot I make will be with a lit oil-soaked.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me do something real quick.
Because I saw, thanks to Akuma, that they do not resist or like fire in any particular way. So I think doing a little extra burning couldn't hurt.
So we do.
Fire's always fun.
Yeah.
So wait, I can't really change this, but can I have you? No, I can't. Okay. Okay, cool. I was gonna have something be a placeholder, but I can't add it to initiative like that, so it's okay.
And then
Okay.
my turn ends, and I guess it just goes to Delilah's turn.
Delilah.
Okay. We don't see the others yet.
I don't even see the one we killed, supposedly.
It's the little gray X. It's right underneath it.
I don't see it.
You might just be too far away for the bubble.
Can I?
I think it's because each of those, there's something in between them. So he's actually looking at an object, and it's blocking his ability to see the fire.
I see.
Oh, I see it.
Please go back, Akuma.
I was just looking.
No, I know.
Once again, I've put Delilah in a position where she can't do anything because she needs to run up, but it's dead now.
I literally have no idea what to do.
You can always hold your action. Just be like, the next dude
Or you
who
could-
walks up to us gets whacked by a righted weapon.
Oh yeah, do you want to describe what your righted weapon looks like now that everybody can see it?
Now that we can see it, right?
They still can't see it.
Why not?
Well,
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. I take it back. I take it back. I bring it back.
What are you doing?
My best.
Can I like tell where any creatures are at, or like should I just move forward? Like
You
I hold my
could. You hold your action. So are
Yeah.
you gonna like set an action to do like if somebody approaches me, I hit them, or are you gonna say like I listen
Set a
for
trap.
anything?
in front of me.
Okay.
Nobody step here.
got it. It's okay. I'm not a bear. I'm immune to bear traps.
I'm not.
What was that?
What?
What?
You heard nothing. Ignore me.
Guys, I think they learned how to speak.
Okay. And then will that be the end of your turn?
Yes. Because I
Okay.
can't use a bonus action to smell or anything, right? I can't hear shit.
I mean, no, you can't.
No,
Not at
typically,
this time.
usually it's an action in combat.
Yeah. I don't think I can do anything.
You technically do have movement if you wanted to like back up a little if you were concerned.
I'm good.
Awesome.
I take my stand here.
Okay. You hear shuffling in the darkness directly north of you, almost as if something is swinging very fast through the trees.
I don't love that sound.
Saltus saw a flash of a health bar. I think there's something out there.
I think I'm gonna ready an action.
Oh my god, wait. Dang it. Actually, that's an action too, never mind.
Dude, I can't wait.
I
I can't wait for Slays to go. I cast daylight. I forgot I had this.
No.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna ready an action. Quick question though, if I attack with the belt, do I still get extra attack?
So the belt attack, thought I sent it to you. Did I not?
Yes.
It's a bonus action to fire the belt. So it does not
Okay.
eat up any of your action economy.
Okay. Alright, so I'd like to ready to, if something is close enough to me, if it gets within 30 feet of me. Can I ready multiple actions?
You can ready one action. So like, you could ready your bonus action as an action, or you could, if you have any distance weapons, you can also ready them as well. But it's like one thing.
The most I would do is like throw a dagger at it, otherwise. But I feel like it's better off just using the buckle shot belt. So then,
Yeah, so
if
you-
it gets within 30 feet of me, I'm gonna ready the bonus action for the belt.
Okay, so if it gets within 30 feet of you, you will launch immediately before it's able to do anything. The second it kind of comes within that bubble of light, essentially, that Delilah has.
Yeah. Do I need to move to not just like hit Delilah with it?
No, well, actually, Delilah is quite large. But no, I'm going to say no
Please
at this
don't
time.
Okay.
Usually, you don't need. If it's one ally,
It-
usually it's assumed that you just shoot through like their legs or whatever. If it was multiple allies in a line, then you get touchy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm imagining that you kind of just shoot to the left of Delilah because she's right in front of you. You're going to know not to dome her in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Then again, if you roll a 1, I can't say anything.
Yeah, the dice do tell stories after all.
The dice do tell stories. Okay. And that will end your turn, correct? I just want to verify before.
Yes.
Perfect. Akuma, your turn.
Can I just use my action to prepare an action? Like, prepare any of my spells?
Yeah.
You can, but if you prepare a leveled spell and the condition you specify does not happen, you waste the spell slot. It fizzles. So keep that in mind.
Okay, so then I'm just... Can I prepare an Eldritch Blast for anything that comes into view
Yes, you can.
with intent of attacking?
With intent of attacking or anything that comes within view.
I'm gonna do anything that comes into view with intent of attacking the party.
Okay, fair enough. I like the way you word your words, funny man.
Reasonable to assume these guys don't like us. We have killed like 3 of their buddies.
Gotta specify.
Yeah.
What if one of the random party members comes in?
They're dead.
Probably, but still.
Someone's getting eaten. It's not us.
He did specify a goblin.
Fair enough.
Okay. As you have ready to your action. So just to make sure I have everything sorted away. Solely, a second something comes within 30 feet, you're going to launch the belt buckle. Akuma, the second you see anything hostile towards the party, you are going to hit it with an Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So now it is horror... What's up?
Isn't it technically 2?
It is, yes.
Yes.
Then
Because you launched 2 beams.
Yeah.
But yes.
yes.
Okay. So it is now Horflit Hunter's 1's turn, which is the bottom of our order. So that means that Saltus will go next. However, I need to add something to initiative order.
What?
Okay.
Yep.
Can you guys see what was added to initiative order or no?
No.
It says
Okay, can you
Horrorfoot
see that
form.
roll
I don't
over there to
see
the
it.
right?
Yeah, it didn't appear in the
Says horror
initiative
foot
order, but
form.
yeah, it's in the chat, yeah.
Okay, well that's neat. Well, good to know that. I wonder if I make it a hidden roll, if I turn on the hidden roll, if that... This is just a test. Oh, well, I can't add it.
Well,
Next
you
time
can keep the initial 23 and then roll it another way to see if you can't get it on the thing. You can also manually add another thing to the initiative with the plus and then just type it in and give it the
Oh, no,
23.
it's over there on initiative. You guys just can't see it.
I see,
I can see it.
I see.
So I'm wondering if I like turn on the GM roll, if it would hide both of them. And I'm definitely going to try that next turn. Okay. Spaltus,
in
it
that
is
case,
your turn.
It is my turn. We know for a fact that we heard something respond to the one that we killed. So I am operating on the assumption that at a minimum, one more is coming. I am going to prepare my attack action, extra attack for the next, I will say, the next entity that constitutes the Horrorflit family. So if it's like, because we mentioned that there are breeders, there are hunters, there are other types. The next thing that comes out of the darkness that is in the Horrorflit family is getting the oil-soaked arrow and then a regular arrow.
Would you like to add phylum in class to that?
Well, kinky people do come over for great sex, so.
Okay.
Kingdom, phylum, list the entire thing. Spiders are arachnids!
Fair enough. And will that be the end of your turn?
Yeah.
So, to make sure I know everything, Solius will launch the belt buckle, Akuma will have 2 blasts of Eldritch Power, and Saltus will shoot a fire arrow and then a regular arrow at the first enemy that appears.
First aberration that comes through, this family of aberrations.
Okay, cool. So, anyways,
The
watch.
The poor first thing that shows up is gonna get fucked.
As out of the refuse pit appears a horror-filled swarm, and as it climbs up. So what you notice is, as I change this layer up, with the same exact icon, a medium swarm of very tiny aberrations. So these are even smaller than the hunters, but they seem to have banded together to act as a single unit. It looks like these are a bunch of freshly born horror-filts that are working together.
Saltus looks at the camera. I knew they hatched quick.
As all of you will unload all of your unholy ammunition on it, starting with Solius.
Solius, belt that buckle.
Roll your belt.
I don't. Hold on. I gotta look. I don't think I have like a thing to click to actually roll it. I just have to like see if there's
1d4.
1d4 with bludgeoning, so I don't even think that's useful to a swarm.
Just roll a 1d4.
Well, that's the
But-
damage. Don't you need to roll the hit first?
Oh yeah, probably.
Yes.
Oh yes.
It's probably a d20 plus
I'll
what,
just-
dex?
Yeah. Doesn't specify. Something about buckle is a ranged attack, which I'm.
You just make the ranged attack as if you're throwing your dagger. Essentially, is what it
It
is.
has the same proficiency
Yeah, so
modifier.
shooting
It
the
is
belt
the
buckle
same
is a ranged
proficiency.
attack you are considered proficient in, which deals 1d4 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, so you could just roll dagger, and then that'll be the same number, and then you roll the damage listed on the item.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yikes.
The 9 does not hit, and it passes harmlessly through the swarm.
Okay. Good
And
college
then-
try.
Next up is Akuma.
Harder to
Okay.
control than I thought.
Your initial one of 11 does not hit, but your second one does.
Total of 11.
So we know their AC is anywhere between 11 and 25.
It could be any one of us.
So that would be an 11.
Yeah, 11.
So you watch as this great, I believe you said teal and black lightning, hits
Yeah.
one member of the tiny swarm and it spreads through all of them, shocking them all before it disperses outward. They let out a scream of pain. Next up, Saltus.
Saltus is going to do the first shot with, this is the oil-soaked arrow for 21.
21 does hit.
And then the second one is a regular mundane arrow for a 13.
That 13 hits.
Okay. In that case, the
Oh.
mundane arrow will do 12 damage. And then the oil-soaked will do 8 regular piercing. And then it will do 2 fire.
You watch as the first arrow launches, the oil-soaked arrow launches through, as the swarm of tiny aberrations move around the arrow almost. They do appear to get burned and injured by the fire as it passes around them. The second arrow passes harmlessly through to the other side, not hitting a single one of the tiny aberrations.
You said harmlessly?
Harmlessly.
Shit.
Next up, Delilah.
I don't know how far this can reach.
Oh, did you text me or do anything, or did I miss it? Oh, that.
Yeah,
So
I
the range
didn't
is
write it
10
down.
feet. I'm sorry.
Guys,
I do
you
not.
spin a lot of plates.
That thing is about 15 feet away from you. The tiny swarm.
I take a step forward. And I would like to roll to use my whip.
Yes, you can roll with advantage.
Okay. How do I do this again?
So there
Does
should be a
adding
toggle.
dueling...
Yes,
to
you
it-
add dueling to this.
Okay. Does it matter? Does it hit?
So you, and then you roll again.
Okay.
Okay. So either way, that 22 is going to hit. So,
Huh.
okay, so that is... Did we add that properly? Let me just double check to make sure that all the damage is there. Yep, okay, that's there. So it will do 9 damage to this creature. Delilah, would you please explain what happens? It does hit, it does not kill it.
Yeah, so the party watches as Delilah steps forward and kind of like, there's nothing in her hand as she like makes a motion someone would, as if they're like bringing their arm up and like pulling it down to strike forward. There's nothing in her hand. So you just kind of see Delilah like motioning her hand, and then all of a sudden the creatures in front of her take damage.
You watch as the Horrorflit storm recoils at Delilah, kind of just swinging her fist
also,
at
I
it.
kind of forgot, the Crimson Rite is on it also.
Yes, so please roll the additional damage of a 1d...
I think
Was
it's
it 6 or
6. I think
Six. It's
at level-
6.
Yeah.
I'm getting mixed up with Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, because I think at level 7 it becomes 1d8.
Yes.
And then I guess there's flames.
Yeah, and then there's flames.
And also
Sorry,
flame.
my,
A lot of plates. A lot of plates.
Yeah, a lot of plates. I got you, brother. I got you.
and then I think we'll step back.
You still have your extra attack. Don't
Oh
forget.
yeah, I strike again.
This will be the last time I do it, just to let you know, though, and I won't interrupt again, though. So
this is
roll
still
with advantage. Yep.
Does
The
it hit?
15 hits.
Fantastic. And then
Fire.
Be the same.
so
Do it. Do it.
I dare you.
Oh my god.
So 15.
so you all see the same thing again with just like a flicker of fire that erupts when it hits, I guess. Sorry, I don't have the brain to describe things.
No
right.
worries, no worries.
You watch as Delilah repeats the same exact motion again. This time, more of the tiny apparitions catch fire, and that fire is quickly snuffed out. However, you see that they are all burned and charred.
I take a step back.
Okay.
Would it be reasonable to
Um,
assume, does it look as though the damage has done a meaningful amount of damage to like the numbers of the swarm? Have they deflated in size, or is it like sporadic damage?
It is sporadic damage. The swarm still seems to be holding strong. Most of them are like kind of pseudopoding and supporting one another up
I see.
at this time.
Can I go here?
Yeah. So that's
I don't-
5, 10, 15. Because I'm
It's
counting
20.
It's 20.
Because I took a step forward and then I stepped.
Yeah, but that's
5.
like your first diagonal.
I didn't diagonal, I went back.
Oh, okay then. Then 20.
Okay, I'm done now.
Okay. And distances. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There she is.
God dang it.
As it hears you moving and stepping
Wait, I
away
take a
from the
bonus
other
action.
one.
Too late.
I take a bonus action.
And it
I dare you.
is going to try to bite you.
Don't. Of course it fucking hits!
It
And
crits.
that is a crit.
44
so that
plus
means-
4. You could take it.
No, I can't.
Wow.
Also, just because the tokens are the same, is that another swarm or is that a hunter?
Oh, that's a hunter.
Okay.
You guys can't see the nameplates?
No.
It's just I wasn't looking at the initiative, but they look the exact same, so I was just asking for just in case.
Nameplate.
Now I can see the nameplate.
Nameplate.
There we go.
There we go. 12.
I hate you.
That's actually average damage again, I think. Just about.
That is perfectly average. That is a very good for a crit. Like, good for you, bad
Yeah,
for
you got
it.
very lucky.
Anyways, it's gonna bite you again.
Don't.
What are the odds that it crits again?
16. Does that hit you?
No.
Thank God for that one.
Wipe sweat
So
off
you-
brow.
Yeah, I'm like, So you watch as the hunter bursts out of the darkness, your initial target for all of your wrath, steel, and teal electricity. As the hunter goes and gouges down on Delia's scar mark, she's able to...
Delia? Who's Delia?
Delilah, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Delilah is able to push off the aberration. It goes back, just glancing off of her shield. She's able to kind of push it aside and block the second bite. But that first bite looked critical. But
She's like gripping her shoulder, I guess.
Soleus.
Is it Soleus or Soleus?
Soleus? Soleus.
Are
Sorry,
we-
I think
I'm not
we've
writing this
we've
down to
all
make fun of you.
established
Yeah.
I cannot read words. I think I mispronounced chitin again. Chitin.
It's fine.
Hi.
Every single
Titan.
person here has said Ilmater wrong too, so
Ilmater.
it's Ilmator, like Mater, like
Ilmator.
from Cars.
Like Tomater.
Yeah. Doing Are we doing table talk as a free action?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine with me.
Then Soleus will
You just-
yeah. Oh,
If you want, I'm gonna step away and get some water
go
while
for
you
it.
guys
Go for it.
talk.
I was gonna say Soleus will Saltus will look at Soleus and go, conventional weapons are useless. The arrow did nothing, but the fire did something. Avoid your traditional piercing weapons like your rapier and mine. They seem to be immune to that kind of damage.
Can't really do much else that's not gonna cause major problems.
Me neither, says the guy with the bow and arrow. It's literally all I have.
Delilah is
I
having a rough go.
I-
2 more
How
points.
how rough?
How rough are you?
3 more points down, and I can't use my secret weapon unless I want to kill one of you.
Like, do you need to be
I
healing?
have
Because I can
returned.
heal you.
Healing would be grand.
The only
But it-
healing you have will be wasted. I would advise against it.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Okay.
do it.
Well, I have.
I'm just
hold on.
saying.
Hold on. Because I have healing word or I have mass healing word.
Yeah, mass healing word would not be good in this situation.
Mm-mm.
Healing word as a bonus action would be decent, but then it means you can only cast a cantrip as a spell if you have a damaging cantrip. But I don't know if you do.
I do, but it's a very problematic one.
Yeah.
It's thunderclap.
Yep. I would also definitely say avoid piercing damage, because if my bow did absolutely nothing, then I will communicate to you that if mundane regular arrows did 0, that's the same kind of damage a rapier would do. So your rapier would do 0 if you moved in close, and then it would just attack you. So
I could use Bane.
you could attempt Bane.
Three creatures of my choice.
We can only see 2 creatures. I think you have to see them.
I'm also back
Okay, excellent.
when you guys are ready.
Just if I use, I can cast 2 different spells as long as one's an action and one's a bonus action, right?
No, you cannot use 2 leveled spells in the same turn. So if you do a leveled spell as an action, your bonus action needs to be a cantrip or vice versa. So if you healing word, you have to cantrip. If you bane, you have to you can't healing word.
Delilah, how desperately do you need healing?
You don't have to heal me. Yeah.
I can if you need it.
Also,
Just so you know.
wait, you said where's the second swarm? I only see 1 swarm.
Oh, sorry. If the swarm comes at me.
Oh, okay.
While I'm
I
trying
think
to fight
I think I can handle the swarm this turn. If you guys focus on the hunter, I can handle the swarm this turn. We could probably get this done in 1 more round, and then maybe we sit for a minute and either rest or heal with magic.
Okay,
You
so
saw
in that
didn't
case,
you?
I
that.
am not going to do anything to the swarm. That changes what I'm going to do actually, because I totally forgot that is not a swarm; it's a hunter, and it can actually be hit
Yeah.
by things.
Yeah, I can kill either of these my turn probably.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw my dagger at the actual hunter thing.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit?
I can't remember if it does.
A 13 does hit. Oh wait, the
At
hunter.
the hunter, yeah, the hunter, not the swarm.
Oh no, it does not. I'm sorry.
Damn it!
I'm
That
the
was
worst.
It's okay. Extra attack. Extra attack.
Well, if I hit extra attack, then I need to run at it.
Well, you could.
I don't
Don't
have
you
another.
still have
I
a
don't think I
dagger?
have
Don't you?
another dagger.
Are you out of daggers? Oh.
I had one dagger.
Oh.
Oh.
Also, does the extra attack take away a bonus action, or is that part of my
No,
action?
it's separate.
Bonus
You
action is separate.
Okay. All right. Well, I have enough movement to go around the bear trap, I assume. Yeah, that's not that far. This is super sketchy, and I probably shouldn't do this. I'm gonna look at Soltis and go, how confident are you can kill the hunter on your next turn?
The hunter, 40%. The swarm, 75. Correct that. 65.
I am a squishy character. I don't think it's worth it to get that close to it.
There is no shame in hiding behind one of the people with the higher AC.
Yeah, you're fine.
No, I'm just real quick gonna... on Delilah.
+6 health, woo!
Thanks.
No problem. And that is ending my turn.
Okay, and now it is Akuma's turn.
Cool. I'm not gonna move at all because I'm in a good spot at the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do the usual warlock thing of Eldritch Blast.
Are you doing 2 to 1 or?
I'm gonna put some faith in Soltis on him handling the swarm, so I'm gonna go for the hunter with both of them.
Okay. Roll to hit. One of them hits your first blast.
Yep. It would be 7.
You watch as that same crackling lightning shoots right over Delia's shoulder, missing her completely and slamming directly into the hunter. The other beam goes off and dissipates into the darkness. And that's the end of your turn, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So it is top of the order for the other Horflit hunter. And you guys don't hear anything happen, but you feel like something may have. You hear something hatching in the woods nearby. To your north.
Soltis looks at the camera again. Hatching, huh?
Fourth wall break. What do you mean, hatching?
Yeah. Soltis looks at the initiative order. Hey, wait! He pulls out a Bugs Bunny pencil and erases the second swarm off of the initiative order.
They also say swam.
Swam. There are
Swam.
swams.
Deadpool comments happening in Akuma's
Yeah.
head. I thought we rolled for 5. Does that mean there's more?
Yeah. Let's see here. I don't know that they're there. I just hear hatching. So my plan, knowing that I needed to get this swarm out of here, but everything I have into Horflit Hunter and attempt to weaken it to a point that I think Delilah can finish it off. So I will bonus action, instead of slinging my bow, I will bonus action oil soak arrow, light the first one, and then shoot oil soak into Hunter and then regular into Hunter.
Okay, make your attacks. First one will be oil soaked.
First one is oil soaked, longbow. 12.
A 12 does not hit as the oil soaked arrow flies harmlessly into the darkness. Not even a speck of light remains.
I don't suppose it hits a random something behind it, maybe 20 or so feet. Coincidentally?
No.
Damn.
No.
Regular arrow. 17.
Hits.
Woo.
would you like to add any spice to your arrow? I shall ask.
No, not in this situation.
Okay,
10 piercing.
10 piercing. Oh, yep, there it is.
Saltus puts away a jar labeled garlic powder. That's for a bigger threat.
Okay. Next, it will be Horfilt Swam 1, who is going to move over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and invade Akuma's space. As a swarm, it can share the space with the creature, and in order to attack something, it must share the space with the creature. It will make one attack. Does an 8 hit you?
Good.
No.
It does not. So you watch as Akuma's false life armor is able to kind of defend him. He's able to kind of bob and weave around the swarm without taking a single hit. You hear a odd slopping noise in the distance as tentacles move forward. Give me a second. Okay. It is Delilah's turn.
Fuck it.
Yep.
Okay. So please describe it for everybody.
Yeah, so while y'all are watching Akuma get swarmed, you kind of hear this like grunting and like cracking of bone as you hear like something like changing shape. And when you turn to look, I'm not very good at describing these things, but like Delilah's kind of like hunched over and like her body and shape are changing, and her fur starts to get a little bit longer and her body bigger, and she transforms into this giant, I guess, blue polar bear lichen that is now 12 feet tall.
I didn't think she could get bigger.
It did not sound like a very fun transformation, but now that she is that, I wish I had saved my Crimson Right, but you know, I guess whatever. I will predatory strike.
So you can use. Oh, does it transfer over if you've already used it?
The rights? No,
Okay.
it's on a weapon.
Yeah.
Well, like yeah.
But I can put it on my predatory strikes too, but I didn't really think about that before I put it on my weapon.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think it transfers over, but I just want to check the rules
Yeah.
just in case.
I believe it doesn't, and also even if you turned it off your weapon and put it on your claws, you would have to take the damage again. And in your predicament, maybe that isn't the greatest idea yet.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
think that would be a good idea.
Right now it yeah, okay. Yeah, you have to apply them to your arms like they are the weapon in the initial, and you can only do that. You can only use your Crimson Right once per short rest at this level. Anyway, so you couldn't add it anyway.
Okay. Okay, so I will use my predatory strikes once on the hunter in front of me.
Okay.
What's that? I roll. What do I roll? How do I?
So I don't think we built in the unarmed strikes. I don't think we got to it because of everything that kind of happened around us. I didn't have time with the car breaking down and everything.
Well, is the if the whip is a dex weapon that she's proficient in, I believe
she can still use the weapon.
I'll just use that.
Yeah, you could. Well, also I was gonna say it would be the same roll, but it'd be at a +1, right? Because it's dex plus
Correct.
proficiency, so
Okay,
you just
so then
wouldn't
I'll
get the
do
fire
that.
damage. So it's up to you if you want to be slightly better at hitting or more damage.
I'll use the ectoplasm whip first.
Okay, and you still get it with advantage.
Oh.
Okay,
Does that
so
hit?
Yes, and a 17 does hit.
And then
You'll roll your damage, and then whatever it is, we'll
And
just
then
add
plus-
1 to it, so that's an
Yeah.
8.
well, okay, yeah.
And then
Can I? No, I'm not doing that. Sorry.
and because you're using your whip, you still use the you still have to roll your
You're right.
die.
Yeah.
Your right
Oh, my
die.
right.
Mm-hmm.
4, nice. So 11 damage total, and then you get 2 attacks, right? Even in lichen form.
Yes.
Yeah, so,
So
she gets to take 1 more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This time I'm gonna use the ectoplasm up again, but I'm also going to use. Hold on, let me double check this. I'm gonna use the brand of castigation.
Okay.
Also.
You're branding the target. What is that?
Okay,
like?
so you're gonna do that on your last attack because you hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
So I have to roll to hit again.
Mm-hmm. But your brand is already on them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so then I just roll to hit regular.
Yeah. Yep, with advantage. Nice, 19. Alright. Yeah. And then 12. Oh, yep, you definitely hit it.
Okay.
So you'll roll your damage, a +1,
Plus.
and then your 1d6. So that's 9,
Is that 10 damage?
10 damage. So you watch as Delilah transforms into this lichen polar bear, and she just keeps whipping, this time with renewed vigor and increasing strength as she continues to hit this horror-flit hunter. Okay, so it'll take that 10 damage. There it is. And then 2 more. 2. Okay. And it looks very worse for wear, and like it's on its last legs at this time.
Do we see the brand? Because we can't see the weapon.
Yes, you see the brand, but it is very dark, and Delilah is like a 10-foot tall polar bear, kind of obscuring your view at this time.
This also deals psychic damage.
Yes, if it attacks something within 5 feet of you, if I
Okay.
remember correct.
Wait, let me.
The brand, yeah, it has to attack near you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done. Can I ready my shield? That's an action, right? Never mind. I'm done.
Yeah.
Answer my own question.
Well, if we're lucky, it's the hunter's turn. Maybe it attacks and then it kills itself with the psychic damage.
Yep. So it is going to, with this, it is actually going to attempt to flee and get help.
You can't change your mind. Ruin it. I'm kidding.
It is going
Yeah.
to scream and try to run away from you. You get an attack of opportunity.
How can I do it? Can I do it with my whip?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
You do it with your whip.
So roll to attack. Same deal.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
Please hit. Please hit.
22.
Nice. 22. It hits.
Bitch. Suck
Take
my
that.
ass. Sorry, that was not a Delilah thing. That was totally me.
So you watch as this poor horrorflit hunter attempts to run away. Delilah is not having any of that. And she whips it so hard you can see the divots in the earth. There is scorched earth as the horrorflit hunter splits in 2 and crashes to the ground.
And you know that like really crisp whip sound?
Yeah.
That one.
The 12-foot tall werebear Indiana Jones is the
Yes.
do 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 do.
Okay. Soleus.
Mm-hmm.
I said it right. We're good. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really useless against the swarm.
I'm with you, sister.
I really want to get close to the pit because one of the things that I can do. Why did you quack?
A duck flew by.
I don't know what that.
The Horflit swarm caught a duck in midair.
Because I can start a fire, and if I recall correctly, refuse is very flammable. And I would just like to start a fire in there. I think that's Psy bleeding in.
I mean, theoretically, yes, that's true, but we don't know the conditions of the refuse pile. If it's a new refuse pile, it's not as flammable as you think.
That's true. I still want to set it on fire.
Oh, dude, same. Just if only out of pity of the people in it, but we'll get there when we get there. If someone doesn't shut that duck up, I pull my arrow out, I shoot the duck at a midair.
Does color spray do damage? No, right?
No, I think it blinds, which I don't think would work against them.
They're basically already blinded anyway.
They're functionally blind, it seems like. They by sound.
Fairy fire doesn't do damage. Could use Bane, but I feel like it's such a waste of
Yeah. Honestly,
Bane for that.
If Soleus is polling the party, it seems like the noise of us fighting these is drawing in more. I don't think doing a spell that makes noise is going to be any more different than, like, the roar of a giant werebear or the explosion of an Eldritch Blast. Like, I think at this point it's kind of go for broke. Like, literally everyone that has appeared has run straight at us. I think they already kind of know we're here. That being said, I have no idea how any of your spells would affect the fact that our friend is on the same space as the swarm, so I don't know if that means you'd hit him as well.
I absolutely would.
In which case, decide how much you like him.
It's each creature other than me within 5 feet.
Oh, that's like 3 of us.
Yes. As I said, it's problematic.
Yeah, yes.
Wondering why a bard wanted to be a monster hunter.
Oh, I could tell you, but that
Yeah.
would ruin it.
But I'd have to kill you.
How likely are you guys to pass a con save?
Against cantrip damage, even if we fail, it's not that bad. Personally, like, I got the health for it.
But like is it worth it?
I don't know, what's the damage dice? Soleus says.
Since I'm 6th level, 1d6.
Doesn't it
Wait,
go,
it says
it goes up at 5th level, right?
Hold on. It says at 5th level it increases by 1d6.
Okay, so then it's 2d6.
So 2d6.
If Saltus had to give a number, he would say he's proficient in Constitution saving throws and would get like a +5.
Akuma?
I only get +2.
You're also covered in enemies. I think maybe you take it to not be covered in enemies.
All right, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Alright. Final decision. Hit me with it.
It didn't work.
Amazing.
Thunder on each creature then you must make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. Everybody within 5 feet of Soleus, which is just Saltus, Horfilt, Swam, and Akuma will all make a
Swam.
Constitution
Yep.
saving throw.
Constitution save 22.
Four.
Also, your damage in that roll is wrong. It only rolled 1d6, so roll another d6, add them together. That's the actual damage.
Did it?
It rolled.
That's
It rolled you,
damage?
you rolled the damage, but it only rolled 1d6 because it didn't count you as being over level 5 because it's a
Get one
default
more
spell.
time.
Yeah.
So 6
So it's
damage.
total of
6 damage.
6 thunder.
Cool. So it doesn't even make it through my false life.
And then
Down to 2.
The
Okay, cool,
Horflit swarm appears immune to thunder damage.
no,
Please no.
it is.
I'm not bitter, you're bitter.
So you watch as the thunderous noise racks its body, and it seems very. Oh wait, no, it has immune to that. Okay, never mind. So yeah, it takes the full damage. It takes the full damage. I thought I was gonna put it into a paralyzed or stunned state, but it is apparently immune. To that.
Swarms are immune to almost everything.
Yep. But it is on its last leg. You see, maybe you could guess about 6 of the swarm remaining.
I think we can finish him off.
God, I hope so, because I can't. Is that the end of your turn?
No.
Oh yes, sorry. Yes, that's it.
Okay. Akuma.
Well, I'm assuming since I can't move my token, it's kind of also implied I'll get a opportunity attack against me. Can I use poison spray on it while it's around me?
The cone originating from you, right? So I can imagine
It
that.
says you extend your hand towards a creature you can see within range and project a puff of like noxious gas from my palm. I'll just do it so you can.
Yeah.
I mean, it is technically a creature within range.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not a cone. Yeah, go for it.
And
That sounds good.
it says the creature, so technically it doesn't even affect you, even though you're with the creature.
Because it says it has to make a con saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Alright, so
it
we
would
wanna
take
do that?
2d12 poison.
Which, yeah.
Okay. 9. So it does
9,
not.
which mine says it's either 13 on that or 15 in the spell save DC, which was fine.
Yeah.
So it's
Fail
2d12.
either way, yeah. Yeah, 2d12.
Okay.
Does poison work on aberrations? We're about to find out.
I did not. Oh yeah, that's neat. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you kind of just you kind of hold your hand right above your head and you just puff, and as the green kind of settles down on the swarm around you, they all just kind of slowly come to a crawl and stop moving as it dies.
Sweet.
Solstice, your turn.
We heard another creature, right? Like, we heard
Mhm.
the hatching and running, but we don't see anything yet.
Not yet. Because you guys kill things very fast.
Could you perhaps move the swarm off of my token so if I want to move it, I can?
Yes, I can do that.
Much appreciated.
Boop, boop. It falls off to the side, dead.
Okay. I am going to lament my crushed dreams and then start experimenting because I'm running out of options. I will reach into my pouch and I will pull out a slashing arrow and a bludgeoning arrow, and I will prep them both, and I will hold my action. The next thing that comes within sight, which I assume, or the next aberration that comes within sight, which I am assuming is another swarm because we heard eggs hatching, will take a slashing and bludgeoning arrow in hopes that maybe they're only immune to piercing. And then that will be my turn.
Okay. So let's do this. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And with that, Delilah's turn. It's traveling a far distance. But you hear it almost at the edge of your light.
Edge of our light where?
Yes.
The
So you
edge.
think it's
Cardinal direction.
approximately northeast based on the noises you're hearing in the dark.
So, like... It's like here.
Yes, that would be an accurate assessment.
Cool.
With my luck, it's literally right here, just out of vision. 1 square away from the light.
Quite probable.
Good assumption.
As
Hey, there it is.
as the light extends, Saltus shoots his 2 arrows.
Aha! There you are, you cur! I knew it! Okay. 1.
For the
2.
first one is slashing, the second is the bludgeoning.
Yeah, first is slashing, second is bludgeoning, and I believe on the thing you said it's the damage replaces the type, but it doesn't add any extra, so I'm just going to roll it like normal.
Correct.
So 15 slashing, 8 bludgeoning.
You watch as the horror-filled swarm harmlessly goes around the arrows.
Saw that coming.
Saltus's player reaches into his desk drawer and pulls out a gun. He's gonna shoot himself in Minecraft. This is all I can do. Even my sword does piercing.
Shep's plan has worked perfectly.
Saltus praised the Ilmater. Hey, bud. Hey, God. Me again. What the fuck did I do? Like,
A lightning bolt comes down and strikes the swarm.
Saltus pouts behind a mask and fucking crosses his arms. He goes, "When I swear to Ilmater, when that inbreeder shows up, I am lighting it on fire. I'm so done with its kids."
I will first use a bonus action to turn myself invisible.
Okay. Can you do that? I think it's only when... No, you can do it whenever,
Three.
right?
Yeah, I have 3.
I don't know why I keep thinking that there's, like, a reason for it. Okay, yep, you're invisible now.
Can I craft Alchemist Fire?
Not at this time. That's, like, a process.
That'd be so cool if you could craft in combat. You just alchemist a bomb.
Dang.
That's some artificer shit.
That is
Can
shit.
I light my bedroll on fire and throw it at...
You can... I will say, because I've... Is your bedroll happen to be oil-soaked by chance?
No, but can I put the mucus of the creature on it to make it flammable?
Did we test if the mucus was flammable?
Nope.
So, are you just gonna do this? Because I'm not gonna tell you a yes or no until afterwards.
We can't see what you're doing, so we can't give any input. Because you turn invisible. Against the creatures that see by sound.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh well.
At the very least, we haven't tested if magical piercing might work. Maybe try the whip. Who fucking knows?
I'd have to get closer. I moved.
I think you moved
How far
5.
did I
I think you moved 5.
5, because you were right next to the X before. You're right here.
Yeah. Because you moved once, and then I immediately could see it, and then shot it twice.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes, a 17 does hit.
Okay.
So that is 8.
And then 10.
Oh, 10, that's right.
And then I would like to strike it again.
Yes, go for it.
Please hit.
Yeah, 25 hits.
Jesus.
Well, so that's-
Please describe how you kill this.
Okay, so you see Delilah doing the same action, throwing the whip around, or throwing nothing into the air with flashes of fire at the tips. And as essentially, like, nothing curls around this creature's, like, body. It gets, like, it curls around the body and then, like, kind of, like, slices it in half. Yeah, that's what happens.
It's a swarm, right? So does it like do that to like multiple at once? Like
Oh,
it just like
yeah.
whips all the way around all of them and just pulls them all into a huddle and just rips them in half?
Well, we just see them get combined and pop because we can't see the whip.
Yeah.
So we just see them all pop in a burst of flame,
Which
and we're
is
like,
so
"That's
funny
cool."
to me.
And with
Like, oh,
that,
all right.
you hear that the forest is completely silent except for the crackle of fire that you see in the distance.
Saltus feels inadequate as a man. This is why I hate aberrations, Saltus said.
Delilah turns back to the group, walks back over, still in
Bear form.
Is everyone all right? Is anybody hurt?
My pride is irreparably damaged.
Well, I think you did very well.
At least one of us does. And he slouches and like depressingly walks over to the horror flitter to the north, and he's gonna be like, out of a sense of annoyance, I'm going to butcher this thing now. Please do not disturb me.
Okay.
And then I am going to
Delilah?
forcibly rip out a bag of teeth, and I'll do my check while they're talking.
I was gonna ask if Delilah can inspect the pit.
You are successfully able to get that bag of teeth, Saltus. So,
Since it's over 15, do I also get one of the 5s? Because it's 20.
no, because you're supposed to like put everything in advance in the order that you want it.
Oh, I see. Oh, when you said call it, I thought you meant like call the level of DC. I see.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm just adding a bag of aberration teeth.
Okay. So you notice that the hole is about 15 feet deep. Your lantern is just able to crest over the horizon. As you kind of lean your lantern down, you're able to make a little bit more out because of your massive size and arm length. So you notice that there's a 15-foot deep hole that has been roughly dug out of the forest floor. The dirt removed from it sits in a haphazard mound nearby. The stench is absolutely putrid. It smells like this has been an outhouse and a refuse pit. Briefly looking into the pit, you see about 3 humanoid shapes in the bottom. Your light is just barely dim enough that you can't make out anything other than the fact that there are 3 humanoid shapes at the bottom of this pit.
And I can't tell at all if like they're alive or.
They are not moving.
There are some people down here. I cannot tell if they are alive. They don't seem to be moving.
I have a rope
see.
if you want to climb down, but I'd advise against it. We don't know what's in there.
You can
I feel
tell
like-
from this that you can see like the bottom floor of the refuge pit. Like it kind of curves in, and because you can see all around it, it looks like a hole, and it does not go deeper than what you can see. And with that, we shall call it here for this time. Until next time, we'll see if our heroes can make it through the cave and hopefully complete their quest.